All right, so we have our truck moving, controllable around the screen, and now we want to program our cars. You can see they're all pointing, they're all viewed from the back. We're gonna add them to our freeway, and we can imagine that our trucker is trying to earn as much money as possible, and of course the trucker earns money by taking his payload, taking this gasoline or whatever liquid it is in the tank to his destination. And if he could do a job that normally takes 3 days in one day, then he will earn money 3 times as fast. Right? So sometimes truckers stay up all night to try to get to their end location, which is kind of the point of this game. So we can assume, or this game is assuming, that the trucker is driving very fast and he's passing all of these cars. Okay. So the cars are going to come from the horizon and slowly make their way to the front of the screen. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this red car here. We'll go to events, and when I receive start game, we want to randomly create clones of the red car. Okay, so we're gonna say forever because we want to do this forever, and we're gonna say if pick random is equal to some number. Right? So we're gonna pick random. Let's start it out with 3 to 5 seconds, and actually let's not do it equals. We're gonna do a wait. So let's go into control, and we're going to just wait a random number of seconds, and then we're going to clone the red car. Okay. Now we're going to go into control and say when I start as clone, then we would need to make sure to show the red car because the green flag hid the original red car. And when the clone pops out, we want to show because they will be hidden as they are clones of the original red car. Okay. Not only do we want to clone the red car, but if I show him, you see how he's pretty big, right? If he appears on the horizon, he should be small, right? Because of the way that perspective works. So I'm going to go ahead here and use the set size to. Okay. So maybe I could do the set size before I show, and I'll set size to 10%. Let's see if that's going to work. Is that good? Maybe I can make him a little bit smaller, and I can make him 7%. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but does make him a bit harder to control. Okay, and let's start out with him on lane number 0, and that looks like a good place right there. And so we need to do a motion, go to XY. So let's go to XY, that location before the show. And once he shows, then he's going to need to glide from here to here. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab this car and put him over here. And let's say glide there in 2 seconds. See how that looks. And we'll double click the start game. Alright, so that looks pretty good, right? The car is appearing at the horizon and coming to the front of the front of the map, but this does look a little bit ridiculous because the car is not changing size as he gets closer. So what we need to do is increase the size, and if we go under control, we can get another when I start as clone. And so these two are going to be happening at the same time when the clone pops out. And we can go into looks, and we could say change size, not set size, but change size, right? And we could say change size by 2. Let's see how that affects our car. Okay. Well, we don't want to just change size by 2 once, right? Because that's the way it's looking right now. We want to continue to do that. So let's go ahead and maybe we could put a repeat around that, and we could repeat that 50 times. Let's see if that changes anything. Ooh, that looks a little bit better. He's changing a little bit fast, so I'm going to turn this down to 1.5 and increase the 50 to 70. See if that changes anything. All right, and it looks like the glide is off, right? He should be gliding to the left, so I'm gonna come over here and change that to negative 180. See if that helps at all. He's still going over the white lane, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the Y to make him not go down so far to negative 160, and let's see if that helps at all. Helps a little bit, right? Maybe I could change this X to a number that is lower than 180. I could change it to 190. Ooh, that looks much better. Do you see that? All right, and so there's still a few bugs here, but we'll work on that in the next video.